Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all had a good weekend. Cool, that's swapped. Yeah, so I did change the glitchy effects just a little bit, and I'm shocked to see that just adding audio to the glitches completely transforms it. And I'm also going to have my webcam on today. So, Factorio. I've been sort of IAFK'd a little bit, try and let loads of the stuff sort of process. By the way, 439,000 ores have currently been sorted. Very nice. So I really need to start expanding, and I also need to get some more iron because we're sort of running a little bit low. 492. So you were going to be for stack inserters. I need to do that. I need to do the science pack. Oh, they're not stack inserters anymore. They're bulk inserters. Yeah, why not? Okay, and then that goes... Wait, there's an infinite research for this? Okay, that is huge, actually. Infinite research for inserter capacity. Right, so somewhere I need to squeeze. They're going to be for assemblers. Two more. I can squeeze them in here. I want to get the item collectors, or the pickup towers. I also did install a mod. Let me see if I can remember the keybind. Is it this? There is a keybind for it. Oh, I guess this day. I installed a mod to be able to control the night vision. Yeah, there you go. It actually works. This is going to be helpful for being able to actually decorate. There was also another one. It's a very simple one. This is a keybind. So it will just find the closest power pole and then open it, basically. So I can very easily see power grid. Small tweaks. Steel chest. Back to requesting stuff, by the way. And radars. Oh, I need to get the radars then. Pick up tower 1. Aluminium, and then what was the last thing? Radar 2s. Yeah, well, right next to it. Let's do radars. Don't think I actually have them anywhere else. Radar. Radar 2. Yeah, see, I don't want you to request 700. And let's also remember to set these. They stack to 50. Alright, that should be good. So just slowly trickle them. And let's put them in here. I wonder how... Okay, I've got substations. I've got tons of laser turret Mark IIs. Are you actually... that should be okay. Yeah, so if I want to be able to see, like, for this, that's very nice having a keybind for the night vision. On another side note, I ended up upgrading the solar panels in here and the batteries. Just for more energy. Energy storage and energy production. Okay, if that's going to be half of that is going to be lasers. I can go to about there. Where are my robots? Here they are. I especially want this side upgraded because there is a little iron patch right here. And I'm going to be using the artillery to get rid of the biters. That Invar? Double odd charging thing there. I really need to set up Invar actually. That's just nickel and iron. I have not got any pickup towers, sadly. Oh, that's why. Suppose I could handcraft some. And time to upgrade. Well, okay. Let's do the most fun part, which is placing the artillery. And just plonk this down here. And now we wait. Damn, that is that is a big range. That goes all the way up here. Oh well. Simulated charge. Oh, I need to swap that actually. I'll do that. I'll do that another time. I need to swap this. I have a new design for it, which makes this just a little bit more compact. Is there actually any uranium? There's a uranium deposit there. Oh. I love seeing the blue lasers. They're so cool. Thank you, Bob's Mods, for the blue lasers. Alright, I suspect they're going to attack from up here. How many did that use, by the way? That did use about 400 of them. Why? Why are there no more circuits? Are we just using that many? Yeah, I reckon we are. You know, I'm tempted to make the Bob modules. Bob modules? Yeah, just modules. They only have 2 slots, but that would be plus 16% productivity. That's tungsten. Okay, it'd actually be nice. We'll try to get that rutile vein. One more and then the wall. No, we can go one more. These not wanting to place any of the shock turrets is rather annoying. It will be fine. Now what I should really do is place the artillery so that it can clear out these nests, but I'm not going to do that. Why is there no repair turrets? Have I not made them? Artillery. Freezers. Okay, I'm not automating any of them by the looks of it. There is 76 somewhere in the system. Should be able to see me now and actually deliver stuff. Okay, let's pick up that artillery and let's move it. Well, the range on them is really good. Yeah, I reckon about here. I can't. All of the bots. I waited for that to get up to 1,000, by the way, and they're all active at the moment. It's these circuits. These circuits take up so much for the bot's capacity. Because there's just so many items. And here it goes. More artillery. Yeah, they'll be fine. Oh, that is... they'll still be fine. Okay, they are still connected. Right, that is actually connected, so... yeah, let's go down a little bit more. Time to pick you up. I'll place it right here. That actually in the... That is somehow... Oh, there's logistics. Oh, this is where I have the pickup towers. Right, and while I wait for that... Build up this bit. Oh yeah, that can chisel away. It's going to eat all of these bases here. What would be, or the corner would be here. But place, I am out of substations. Which is not good. Oh, I guess let's just make some more. Make all of them. Right, so the pickup towers here, they're gonna need to change. Yeah, that was a Mark 1 pickup tower. Okay, this actually still needs to be connected. Not there. God, look at all of the space which I have now. So I guess the robots will just trickle feed all of the laser turrets eventually. In the meantime, I need to start optimizing some of the stuff. So this is iron. Well, I could squeeze. I want to squeeze as many miners in as I can. Right, and then I just need to send this. You're fine. Look at all of the iron. There is this. This has an in. Okay, it's 2.4 each, and okay, 40 per second. That would be a blue belt of throughput. Should quickly see this starting to speed up. Nearly there. We'll check on that in a second. So what was the other materials? So this is specifically circuits. And that is because of this. So I think a good way to optimize this, I think a good way to optimize this, I mean, that was my phone, got a text message. Good way to optimize this is just to move it all to belt. So all of the transistors, electronic components, solder, and the circuit boards, they're on belt. Yeah. Swap them. This is like all of the logistics stuff. Start from there. Let's do 100. Yeah, them advanced circuits. So what is the current production for the advanced circuits? 1.6 per second. That's honestly quite kind of slow. 0.2, so that would be equivalent to 1. That would be equivalent to 2. And do I want to do the modules? It would only be productivity and speed. So I need 10 assemblers, by the way. We have a little fiddle around with the solar tower. Okay, yeah, green is the highest here. So I need steam engines. I don't think I'm going to actually use them ones. So if I just do 1, 2, 3, and then steam turbine. Um, 20. Okay, that made it a lot more fun. Steam turbine 2s. Steel pipe, steam turbines, and steel plates. Then this one is cobalt steel, brass pipe, steam engine 2s, brass plates. Thank goodness I have the cobalt steel and aluminium for this. Although that's definitely made my robots quite busy. Right, and then brass pipes. Try to do these in order, so we'll miss a space for plastic, then brass. Yeah, robots just taking their time. Cool, so if I leave that, they should just be able to produce. And what about heat exchangers? Temperature. Now that is curious. $465. So that would be 2. Oh, that's... Oh, well, I had the ratios wrong in the test world. If I had that wrong. So it's 2 steam turbines to heat exchangers. Oh, lovely. And they require... They require Invar. Okay. Invar, that means nickel. Well, nickel plates. Soft dioxide. Sure, why not? Right, is nickel plate actually useful for anything other than Invar? Made in, used in. Okay, it is. Okay. Well, I need to keep the 3-tile gap. There we go. And that was, they were electrolyzers, I believe. $3.125. I think I can fit it in. Go here. Really like the power line to be in line with this one. Okay, unless... Yeah, that works better. Oh, actually, oh, this works even... This works even better. Copy that bit. Then I think I want to have... Like this can be designed so that I can just move this bit. Oh, that requires hydrogen peroxide. Used in sulfuric acid or making sulfur. Takes in 50 per second. I guess. Just output it into an active provider. Why am I storing so many of these in my inventory? I think that was because I didn't have them limited properly. Yeah, so it can just output. Just flip that. Draw hydrogen from there. Prime, then this bit needs to draw oxygen. Oh, I'm gonna get it to fit. And I guess this is gonna have to be run on the outside. Because of the fluid input and output for this and the item and input and output, I can't make it look. Oh, I can't fit it all in the middle. What I can do though is embrace the wonky inserters and do something like this and just request nickel ore. Currently being stored here, and I have a lot. Also, okay, I need to upgrade that. All right, okay, we'll just leave that. It'll be fine. 586,000. Has that really gone up? That's gone up over 100,000 in an hour. Right, positioning. I'm gonna need to change these. You need to go from there to here. Here to here. Perfect. Nickel plates, nickel plates. And it produces a little bit of sulfur. Oh, goodbye, construction robots. Iron and nickel. Yeah, it takes him 4. You produce Invar. This is Bob's Mod Metallurgy. Wonder if I could actually... Oh, I think that actually would work there. Doesn't look like there's 3 tiles, a 3-tile gap, but there is. Okay. And while I'm in this position, I've noticed that we're not getting any electrolyzers. Okay. I would imagine I was tired when I set up this one. So I need to go to the heat exchanger 2s. Yeah, I generally didn't realize the ratios were off. So boiler 1, boiler 2, heat exchanger 1, heat exchanger 2. Boiler 1, boiler 2, heat exchanger 2, or heat exchanger 1, heat exchanger 2. This is just classic Bob's Mods. So let's try and squeeze in some stone furnaces. One of the, they can just pick up from all of them. Right, filter time. Pipes, stone furnace. Oh, I'm also gonna heat pipes. Wait, do I even have? Okay, I do have at least that. I have that research. Danger 1. Invar. I guess it looks quite pretty. Not sure if I'll actually use the basic heat pipes anymore. I may end up using them for small builds. So let's go just a stack of them. They do stack to 50. Run steel. Well, they aluminium and Invar. Also, do I actually... Well, okay, we're actually out of concrete. Have I made the heliostat mirrors? Okay, I guess this little tiny spot here. I mean, I want enough to be able... It's about 500. So I should really set up concrete. Quartz and limestone. Plus I need water to come in. Okay, well I can use this. I can definitely request quartz ore. And what about limestone? I mean, it's just stone. As much as I don't want to do it like that, I'm gonna have to. Oh well, I can get this properly set up. 1.5, so I need 0 or 7.5, I believe. I mean, this is going to be 15 per second. So that's 1. That makes 2, so this would be 4, 8. Minus 1. I don't even know if that's going to fit with the one at the top. The input. Oh, I can squeeze that in. Is that not? That's 5.5. I thought that's 1. This oh, I've miscalculated that. Okay, so this was 2. Wait, no, that what? Output's 4. Oh, I understand now. 2, 4, 6. Then it goes here. Minus 1. Okay, that's gonna bug me. Get that in the proper position. This is gonna churn out a lot of carbon dioxide. 187 per second. Depending on how many these can get rid of. Yeah, two of that is actually enough. Just deconstruct that, then undo it. All right, and you need water. Make me concrete, please. Hey, I'll also be able to start paving the world with it. That's another reason to make concrete. There you want. Yeah, they're accumulating. Slowly. Okay, we need to swap that one first then. Make a second one. I'm gonna make a second one. Also, how come that says I have 572 mirrors? Is that an error in the amount? I have like 500, what was that, 570? Yeah, 572. And it says the max is 546. That's strange. Okay, well, hopefully we should be able to swap all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do a little bit of math. 64, so that'd be 12 turbines. Oh yeah, let's just use the map. Heat exchanger 2s. Do a weird layout like this. enough. They're one tile. I'm going to ignore what it actually says in there. If it is 546, then I can still remove quite a few of these. That would be 6 on each side. Thinking of where I'm going to get the water coming in. Okay, what is the furthest reach pipe I can make? Brass? You've also got to love, I love designing things like this. So I want to make this so that they can be placed right up against each other. Okay, that works. That works so well. You know, I'm surprised that these are still running. They're running just off of the storage for the steam. So I am going to try to squeeze in another one of these. Okay, so all of this can be picked up. Be sure to save a blueprint. They're still running. I guess all of the... Well, they're not going to be running for long, and then the base is going to pretty much shut down. So I need to go fast. Well, I need to get... water up in here. Actually, yeah, that's going to be nicer. What would be the best positioning for these? I'm worrying about getting the spacing nice. Okay, there. Plus one, I think. Yeah. Okay, that is very bad. Where is the offshore pump? I need the offshore pump. I literally can't see. I can't see it. There it is. I need this thing to start producing power. Oh no. You know, I really didn't realize just how sort of I was really relying on that. Wow, they are. I love the turbine noises. Thank you there. Love it. The lights are flickering. Okay, so that is just max length. Lights are flickering. We're out of steam. Don't suppose any of these. Oh, I think they're. Yeah, they fit. I think that's disconnected from the rest of the grid. I think also by default, the steam turbines already have high priority. Yes, you can reduce the priority. You can't increase them. Also, how again? How again do I have an odd amount of the brass undergrounds? Okay, it's in the logistics system, that's how. Doesn't this look a lot better? Yeah, so I can get this one. This one... Yeah, I don't need this one. That was just a loop. Guess there is. Alright, power is somewhat working. So I guess I could also... is it the inline ones? I did this in the test world. Everywhere there was a pipe, replace it with a storage tank, one of the really tiny ones. Oh, if I actually, that's a good idea for the middle. Linking the middle together so they'll be shared now. But why? Uses heat. I can hear them being... Why is there no heat? Power is just completely bricked at the moment for some reason. Output steam. They're not able to output? No input fluid? I'm so confused. Oh, pipe overextended, that's why. That be enough? It's nearly enough. Yeah, so it was going this way. Or at least, yeah, I can go here. 2.0 mechanics. I occasionally forget them. Okay, that was... Crisis averted. be able to say how many they're missing. $15. So it's on average, well, the average heat generation is about 40. Also, yeah, I did leave this. That can go now. Right, so I think I wanted to have a fiddle around with making a lot more circuits. And then I think I'm going to want to maybe try out the modules. Yeah, so as I was doing with the circuits, that much is for 2. I mean, I'm currently producing 1.6 every second. So 4 every second would be very good. To be honest, I'm kind of... No, I want to try and avoid that grid. Extra science is going to go there. I'm going to say it should be able to line up. If this was lined up properly. Right, and then just for the sake of it, start to clean up some of all of the tiny bits of cotton candy. Yeah, that's what this is, cotton candy. Parma Violet flavored cotton candies. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this, but I want to reserve that for more logistics machines. They would be able to side load. I was thinking maybe this. Just because I want to go for a bit of a different design. Like this. Okay. Power's offline again. It's nearly enough to bridge the night gap. I think... Okay, let's place these with the backup steam engines. Did that reset the clock? No. Just low on power. Oh, water needs to be... Okay, that way would work better. So should by default just prioritize the turbines. Why? Missing a bit of heat pipe there. That explains why this one isn't able to produce enough steam. I love that. It's so sort of compact here. I mean, any space is extra storage for fluid or for steam. I guess they just aren't enough to run completely overnight. Anyway, power should be fine now, at least for now. Where could I plonk these accumulators? Could I just... I'll do that. Let the bots sort that out. 700,000 ores. Nearly 1 million. So, as I was doing here, these would be the outputs. And if I just copy, sure. So I admit this isn't going to be a beacon design or a speed module design or any of the modules for that matter. At the moment, I just need to increase production. What a high throughput. Low throughput would be solder. Well, they can do... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They can be jumbled up. So I need to get circuit boards. Went to... So I'd need 5 of these. Or no, I need 1 for each of them. So 20. Also, can these... Oh yeah, they can. Three inputs. I'm still getting... Oh. My bot's trying to deconstruct them. Okay, turn off. So I think I'm going to have the output. We'll swap this. So output will be from this side. You know what sort of weird design could I come up with? Could I concoct? Let's do that. Is there any way? No. Okay, ignore the underground. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be probably the weirdest setups I've made. You know, I'd really appreciate it if my bots weren't trying to pick up all of this. I mean, somehow it's still going to fit. What would be the optimal? Maybe like there. Okay, it can go one down. Actually, let's do this to make sure that it can. So I've got plenty of space to work with. So I need to get circuits in all of these. Yay! Let's see what I can think of. Output. Mm. Okay. I mean, if this is going to be side loading, onto the outside like that, we need to swap all of these. Actually, that kind of works better. Push that to there. Oh. It'll still be there and there. Does that work? There would be 2 output. Actually, I wouldn't even need the splitters. How have I only just killed the first huge biter? Okay, this is already looking... Ooh, pretty interesting. Well, I'm going to go for a break now. I should be back in just a few minutes. Now's a good time if anyone wants to grab any drinks or just have a stretch in general. I'm going to have a stretch. All right, I'm back. I decided to give you the overview of the solar towers. That one's just run out of steam. Wait, is this one? And then this one will run out of steam. Given time. For it. Now it's starting to run out. And all of the steam engines maxed out. So close to being enough. Wow, so how long does it take? Currently 2 a.m. It's really close. Yeah, I really want to see that, see how much steam storage, if just increasing the steam storage will be enough. So I have to remember to check on it. Right, so that was circuit boards. I also need the phenolic boards. Oh, I need to set up the inputs too. All right, because the pipes take up so much. I'm hoping you can output. With the correct range. And drop off. Oh, it's a bit cold at the moment. I feel really cold. I'm gonna do a belt weave here. I think that actually is the only way. Half of the weave there, I guess. Okay, that is one of these is enough. Actually, you know what? I can breathe in there. Could possibly do this. Want to see some? This is some proper cursed inserters. They pick up from the requester and then just move it forward. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use substations. Maybe not the really big one. Doesn't really matter. That one's copper. Then this one is tin. Oh, now I'm okay. Do I? I'm gonna do it. Yep. Let's just do it. It's going to be completely eye candy for this. This whole circuit thing. And once I've got everything, because everything will be sort of compressed. It's going to look really good. Why have you misaligned again? Are these roboports going in a straight line? All, all of them are misaligned. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So what was the other things? Solder is another one. .5. These need 8, so that will be 4 of these. So I wonder if these... Okay, the output's 9. Actually, let's do a request to here. Oh, this has got a sensor, so... I don't know how I've managed to get everything to be in the center. That is still kind of blowing my mind at the moment. Okay, and then it's just the transistors and basic components. Or 2.5 for one of these. I need 16, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 10. Well, if I overproduce, that would be 8. that's equal amounts, so there you go. So I need 6, 12. That'd be 3 for each section. I could always do that. Yeah, I think I do want to make the tin cable. .5. You output 6. Just put these there, just so that I can grab you. I need 18. Six, 12. That would be a 3. Three to 2. Okay, well, I know how many basic electronic components I need. So let's hook up the transistors. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the tin cable I want to be... I want that to have its own dedicated line. X12. Each. Yeah, it'll be overproducing. That'll be fine. Also, what about the silicon wafers? X2. Let's make the silicon wafers here, hopefully. Also, these are going to need to go down, and then I think... just to make sure there is enough space. Space is slowly disappearing for this setup. The output... Carbon I can make elsewhere. That doesn't consume a lot of carbon. If I am strategic about where I place them... Okay, so request a slot, I can request the silicon plates. If I make sure that all of these output to the outside... Oh, it literally doesn't. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, you make sure that you output to the outside. Outside, no, this one would need to be the inside. You know, I think I actually need... express undergrounds for this. Honestly, I want to try and keep up the space in here. This is going to pretty much be... Well, this is only going to work for the bots. So when I do come to doing this with trains, I'll have to redesign it, basically. But that'll be fine. That's in the future. That's a problem for future, Jude. What's your distance? Well, that works. See, look at that. Nice. A pump hole right in the middle there. The solder and circuit boards. So this is the line. Wait, no. So this one's merging there. So transistors will be input from there. Or the electronic components, I mean. Then this one outputs the transistors. About here. Also, what is the range on the express undergrounds? Okay, so it would only be one extra tile. If I could actually... Still thinking about where I'm going to put the tinned copper wire. Like this bit can be symmetrical. I'll put 5, you can assume 4. Guess it's gonna have to go on this outside bit. Yeah, you need to output, and then you can pick up from here. That's feeling a little bit more me. Really? Okay. I think I actually need to get the artillery set up for the walls. After seeing this. After seeing this specifically. They're expanding really close to the walls. Also, they're acid spitters. That's a different type of fighter. Okay, so you can pick up, drop off. Okay, maybe if I did 2 requesters. Wait, no, not in the middle. Okay, and then you need to be split. tried that one. I mean, it does just look like a bit of a a mess of belts, but this should have the throughput. Wait, I'm very confused. Output, I need to get... Right, so it does need to go up there and then here. And I also need to split there. Get to the electronic components. And then this will have a requester so that I can get the carbon. Wafers. Silicon plates. Calcium chloride. Hydrogen. Oh. Whoops. Circuit production has just completely halted at the moment. $3.125. Oh, that outputs so much. Yep, that'll be fine. Right, let's... So why... What? Oh, artillery. That's why. They'll be fine. Probably. Right, and the line of symmetry is this center. Alright, let's start requesting stuff. Copper and tin. What are you needing to request? I think just wood. They're fine. Yeah, it's the consequence of artillery. Right, how do I want to get the ferric chloride solution? I know it's super late for me to actually be requesting this. This should keep the bots nice and busy. So what are you? You are carbon. So these two were copper and tin. Your plastic and silicon plates. This is wood plus solder plates. So I'm only requesting the raw materials for this. Oh. Wow, them attacks are getting quite scary. Okay, let's quickly run over there before they break the wall down. You finished? Right, this would be kind of miscellaneous. They stack to 10. Do 200 then. Oh, crazy. Okay. That's the pickup tower threes. Okay, what's going on here? They are the wrong sides. So I was right. Happened here too. Wait, what am I doing? Let's undo that. Let's sort out the sides first. All right, 20 per second. Oh, that is amazing. I can have them symmetrical. Okay, so it would be request and active provider. Maybe not 300. Maybe let's do 50. Yeah, honestly, it's just easier. It is much easier to just bottle up the ferric chloride solution at the moment. And you can request the empty canisters. You run if ferric chloride solution is less than 100. There you go. Ferric chloride solution. That should be able to be running now. At least once the bots actually bring some over. Take a little bit of time. So where will you... This one. Let's just wait a minute. Just take a moment to see what I've actually built. That was cool seeing all of the inserters run then. They all went together. Okay, what's that one missing? There you go. That should be all correct ratios. We could actually have a look by doing this. So currently producing 20, inputs of 16. 4, 4, 17, 16. Produces 18. Yeah. All of the ratios seem correct. A neat looking base. Thank you. Can I call you Snacks? Or what would the other one be? Saw? I'll call you Snacks. I also hope you're having a good day. Oh, actually, whoops. I actually want to leave this. There's only one recipe for that. So if I delete these... These should then stop, which is fine. I want these ones too. Yeah, I've spent a lot. I spent a little bit of time. How long? About hour-ish, hour and a half, just designing this build. I'm slowly moving away from using the bots for everything. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think Bob's Mods, probably just standalone Bob's Mods, is my most favorite. I just love how crazy things become. Okay, do I do modules? I think I should probably worry about power production before I do modules, in my opinion. Power production still isn't the greatest. Walls. Okay, that's also miscellaneous. It also blows my mind that I haven't set up anything to produce walls yet. Energy consumption minus 40%. I haven't actually researched beacons yet. The point of the higher tier beacons is module slots. They can store a lot more modules. Sadly, they don't have the range anymore. They used to have a higher range prior to 2.0. Okay, well that is slowly going down. Let's sort of decide on what I'm going to do for power. What am I going to do for power production? It'd be nuclear. How far away is this though? Or I could just say screw it, and to be fair, I'm feeling more inclined to do that actually for power production. Where's the max temperature? Max temperature is 1,000, so I'd have to use heat pipe 2s. I'm about to do something very reckless for power production, because I'm not quite there for nuclear. And reliability for the, I mean, they're cool. I will leave these. They're very cool for power production, but during the night, as you're about to see, they run out of steam, and then these have to take over. Slowly going up. Yeah, this one's already running out. Mind you, they're nearly enough to power the base. So I want fluid burning heat source 2s. As if that's fluid burning. That needs the fluid burning furnace first. Okay. How many tiers of chemical plants are there? 1, 2, there's 4. Heat exchangers. I nearly have everything. Yeah, it should be okay. Technically, it is upgrading all of these. Yeah, I'm leaving loads of space there. Alright, filters time. Steel furnace. 50 steel. Stone bricks. That was for the fluid burning one. The fluid burning furnace. But they stack to 10. Honestly, yeah. Who cares about the pollution at this point? The base is, I'd say, pretty well defended. Yeah, mostly well defended. But that's gonna request. Actually, that's okay. Just do that to adjust it. How many of these should we? Let's do 20. I think maybe at this point. I mean, if I'm gonna do it here, that's 500. Over 500 of them wind turbines. Oh, hello. Coal is currently full. Oh, I can. All of the bots going to. They're going to pick up the wind turbines. So am I. I mean, at least I can control this. Okay, where would this be? Do just power request. To be fair, I get the robots to build them, so it's fine. I'll just get rid of them all. So, fluid burning heat sources. The neighbor bonus is going to be very important for this. It's only 10%, but 10% is still pretty good. What's that? That would be 180 kilowatts. So an optimal setup is going to be like this, and then I can just expand this as much as I want this way. By the way, that's 27. Let's make it so that I can actually have stacked mounts. So that's 20. Okay, they can't be controlled. Flow, overflow, pop up. Well, I'm going to be controlling it with a pump. Please tell me I can actually... Yes. I can read it. And I actually would quite like the engine units. Oh, they're missing copper. Uh-huh. Well, actually, yeah, I've got some. Right, well, since copper is really short... we'll just merge this into two. Making all of the heat pipes, they require a ridiculous amount of copper. There we go, and then you. Yeah, copper restored, hopefully. Yeah, so as I was messing about with this, if I get a pump, I need petroleum is here. I could actually, just so that it fits nicely. we'll look at temperature. Temperature can be T. These max out at 1,000. So if we say T is less than, I don't know, 750. So probably will enable. So I'm curious. So one of these boilers, max consumption 54. So that is 100% efficient. And outputs 22.5 meters per second of pollution. I don't reckon these are going to get that high. I wonder if it would actually be better just to use these. $465. There must be. This feels like there is definitely diminishing returns. But yep. Just a casual dark red spot, exactly where these are. Do I have a silo? Not at the moment, I don't. I'm still up to, I'm up to chemical science. I haven't even got to the higher tier ones because they're a bit of a nightmare. I think one more. Make it by hand. I really do need to set up the logistics science though. That means that I'll be able to request. That's that is, wait, no, not that one. What is it called? Transport science? This is unique to Bob's mods. Okay, all the time. So a main bus, I have built main buses before. A main bus for me would be 4 lanes, and then you'd have something like this. So it's just so that you can basically stack multiple items on the same bus. So you'd be able to stack it like this. And then you just build like machines up from the top. Or from only a specific side. I tend not to use the buses anymore because I feel like they're boring. That's my personal preference. Okay, I'm gonna actually disable. just get rid of the inserters on all of these. Um, 2.16 times 4. 0.34 times 8. It's 4, right? So this is about 37 megawatts so far. Okay, so I can definitely feel... let's just... I want to deliberately max one of these out. Okay, so it's about 2.35 for 5.4 megawatts. Two point 3.4. So that would be 2.34 megawatts for... Okay, so I'm starting to understand these a little bit better because they have been rebalanced since the last time I played with them. Let's just decrease the priority of these. Wait, that's the wrong one. We'll do that. So these boilers produce less energy, so less megawatts for increased fuel consumption, but a lower pollution. These have higher pollution, but are more efficient. So they consume less petroleum, which is a bit confusing. In total, this consumes... what was that, 8.7? About 13. And if this was like, what was it, 2.35? Yeah. Oh, it is petroleum gas. Wait, is it really petroleum gas? Eh. I mean, petrol's petrol. Whether it's a gas form or a liquid form. Okay, I don't know. I don't think the base is ready for me to start pumping out ridiculous amounts of pollution. This thing also takes forever to turn on. Takes forever for these to warm up. Yeah, I'm debating. Well, this is 60 megawatts. I suppose space-wise, this is going to be a lot more efficient. Okay, I can predict how much this one's going to produce. So it's still 2.16 times 4 for the corners. $612 to 16 times 0.34, and then 6, that'd be 12. Oops, no. 12 times 2.52. Six reactors up for a measly 11 gigawatts. Well, for Bob's mods, power production is going to be... Well, I suppose it's going to be a challenge. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, so this is 74 or 76 megawatts. Roughly. So if I divide that by 10.8... Divide 0... Yeah. Divide 0 by 10.8. That's good. Around that. So that would be about 7 heat exchangers. To be fair, let's do the usual. Let's be creative. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo the math on this. Hey, I kind of want it so that there is actually a center. Okay, well I can redo the math again. See, I wonder what I'm looking. Okay, so it's 54 megawatts for Bob's mods. I think they changed that. 72 for thorium and then 90 for deuterium. Seven, 14, 16, 18. 14, so 15 times 52. Just them extra 4 added about 10 megawatts, actually. That is so close. That is so close to being 8. I'm gonna round that up. Oops. Oh. Okay, let's go there and there. With an expander about here. Yeah, this is the best I can do. Okay, actually, I will. Honestly, I don't really like. I want this. I want this to be the design. Cool. And then just oh, that's a lot. Yeah, it'll be fine. So it should also be really easy. Yeah, it is pretty easy. If I'm going to be doing that, let's just move this out. Oh, did I? I'm just remembering. Did I actually set up? I haven't. So I'm curious as to why this is stopped. Solder plates. Yeah, it should be really easy just to paste a new one of these in. And it should be self-regulating once it gets up to temperature. Yeah, I suppose once that is up to temperature, I'll get rid of all of these. Which, by the way, is how many? Wait, how many was that? 13, 14? 75. So this does produce more. Uh, 2.35. Also work out how much it consumes. 2.35 times 14. 32.9, I would imagine, liters per second. How many are there? 36. Honestly, that is actually so negligible. I should just make the fluid boilers because it's a lot less pollution. I should just upgrade all of these. I mean, well, there was only one way I could actually test to see if this was worth it. Doesn't feel like it at the moment. Well, it just doesn't feel like it. Yeah. A little bit disappointed about that, but oh well. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on upgrading these, I think, for backup power. Right, I'm gonna have to end the stream here. It's been pretty good. More optimizing of things. This I'm quite happy with. This circuit, like this circuit array. Well, you're starting to get solder again. Right, I will save. Is there anyone I could raid to? Let's raid. Yeah, let's raid here. Right, take care everyone and enjoy the rest of your day.